Hi everyone, it's Mo here and welcome to my YouTube channel, and today's video is my team selection. Deadline is tomorrow. We need to be ready, right? I'm going to run you through my starting 11, my bench, and a couple of transfer ideas I'm thinking about, and also captaincy, which is going to go down to the wire. Now, before we get into the video, do me a favor, like, subscribe, share this video with anyone else you think might enjoy the content. And on that note, let's get stuck in. Team. All right. So this is my game week 13 team so far. Let's run through it quickly. So Areola versus Burnley. Not much other option for me. Turner's a no-go, to be honest, so forget him. I got Lascelles against Chelsea, a horrible matchup, but I swapped Burn for Lascelles. I wanted to keep some Newcastle coverage, and I'm hoping Botman, although I'm hearing he's doing well, is not going to come back yet for this busy period. So let's hope I can squeeze in another at least 3-4 games over Lascelles. At that price, I'll be more than happy. Cash is yellow flagged, but nothing to be concerned about. He was sent home from his national team with a shoulder injury, but the reality is he's fine. He's already training with Villa. He'll be playing, so I've got no issues with him. But his matchup again, not great. Spurs. So yeah, not too confident there. And to finish this grim back four I've got here is Tsimikas versus City. Now he finished his Greece game, came home early at Liverpool, so that was pretty good news for Liverpool team. But the reality is City always score at home. So no clean sheets for Tsimikas. He's a player I'm potentially considering maybe dropping to the bench and playing even Kabore. Something I need to think about, but yeah, we can talk about that a bit more when we reach the bench. In midfield, I'm going to start with Son, who had a lovely international break, couple goals, assist. You know, he's always the star man for his team. But again, the matchup maybe is not ideal, or is it? I mean, Aston Villa's high line, Son's time in the offside trap. I mean, it could be a match made in heaven. So yeah, I'm expecting some returns from him. He's a potential captain candidate, which we'll talk about when we reach the captaincy section. Then we got Saka versus Brentford. Played for England. He's so robust. He plays every game for national team or his club team. So let's hope he gets a return against Brentford. Not the easiest fixture. Then beside him, I've got Douglas Luiz. This move, I've had him for 2 weeks. He's been a bit of a flop. I bought him in when I was getting rid of Neto, who was an absolute gem and allowed me all of these heavy hitters because he was such a good enabler. Since then, Douglas Luiz has been, ain't done much. They got a penalty, VAR took it away. Of course, VAR took it away. So that would have been excellent points for me. But he's a potential transfer there. So we'll talk about that as well in the transfer section. Of course, King Salah, who's been so consistent, 5 double-digit returns this season, 101 points. He's the highest scorer in FPL. He's just amazing. What can we say about him? Captaincy is currently on him at the moment. A lot of you might be thinking, "Oh, against City." I know, but I expect Liverpool to score 1 or 2 goals. Maybe not win, but that's how you know I'm thinking there's going to be goals in this game. Up front, I've got his partner in crime, Darwin. So he's had an excellent international break as well. He's growing in strength. Every game I see him, he's improving. He's going to be a force to, literally, he's a machine, this guy. Returns every 62 minutes if you include his goals, assists, and all competitions. He's just an absolute machine. If he plays, basically scores or returns an assist. Top player. So I think he'll cause City problems. I'm just hoping he starts. In theory, landed back and trained on Thursday with Liverpool. So that shouldn't be a problem. Trained Friday. Should be enough time for him to start. Beside him, we've got Watkins against Spurs. Again, not an ideal fixture, but it's Ollie, and you like to think you never know he could return, especially with the Spurs squad, with the injuries, and their main pairing of the centre-backs are not playing. So, yeah. Last but not least, he's yellow flagged, but he's totally fine. Norway sent him on. They couldn't qualify anyway, and he took that knock on his ankle. But I've already seen him tweet saying he's ready for the game and whatnot. And we all knew. Who didn't think? I bet you Klopp didn't plan for 1 second to think, how would they play without him? Because we knew he's playing. So yeah, he is most probably the best captains. And let's talk about captains now. If you had to pick 3 or 4 captains from this team, I'll give you the order. I think Haaland's number 1. Why? Because he practically returns every game. Man City are the highest scorers in the Premier League. He scored 41% of their goals. What more do I need to say? If they score 1 or 2, it's nearly guaranteed he's involved. And captaincy, at minimum, of course you're chasing the haul, but at minimum, you want the consistency. So just 1 return is a captaincy, it's a success, all right? So he's number 1 choice. After that, I'd say Salah's number 2 choice. He's normally very well against City. He's one of the teams that, he still delivers, to be fair to him. So, yeah, you can rest assured I expect something from him. Third, I'd say Son against Villa's high line. As I said earlier on, maybe a match made in heaven there. And fourth, maybe Saka. So that's my captaincy in the team. Currently on Salah. This will go down to the wire. Not quite sure who I'm going to go with at the moment. Many reasons, many thoughts in my head. The early kickoff, in a way, normally is not ideal, but then I'd like to think for this game it's going to be extra, as they've not had much time to strategize and train for this match. It could be gun-ho and maybe 4-4 or something crazy like that. And you want your attackers to be captained. So that's the reason, that's the thinking I'm going with there. Quick look at the bench. Turner, as I said earlier on, no point talking about him. Kabore took a head injury, so I think it's concussion protocol, but I'm sure I checked and he should be fine for the Luton game. If he is, I'll consider maybe playing him instead of Tsimikas. But yeah, got more chance of keeping it clean against Palace, but Tsimikas maybe got more chance of getting an assist versus City. So that's what's kind of going through my head. Lamptey, Mr. Sick Note himself, potential transfer waiting to happen right there. He's got Nottingham Forest, decent fixture, although Forest are very strong at home, but he's flagged. But I saw today he was training. So you never know with that guy, but he's a proper sick note. I can't see how on earth he would get through this Christmas period. So if you played 30 minutes here, you won't see him again until January. So he's a transfer I need to get rid of. And last but not least, I've got McAtee against Bournemouth at home. It's a lovely fixture. He's been doing pretty well this season. He's getting better and better by game, and you could tell because he's clearly earning these minutes. Every game's getting more and more minutes. Last game, he practically nearly played the whole 90. So decent sub. I'm not too upset with him. Third choice FPL asset. He's been good enough. Let's have a look at my potential transfers. Right, the first one is Douglas Luiz. He's 5.6 million to Parma. Now, I wish I'd done this 2 weeks ago. I know hindsight makes FPL so simple. We know this, but it was that close. It was literally a 50-50, and I went this way. It's painful, isn't it? Especially when you look back, you think, oh, I could have got them points. But anyway, that's gone now. What I will say the difference is they're both, all right, if you want to be harsh, you can say they're both penalty merchants. But the difference is Palmer playing for Chelsea, who look like they're getting stronger game by game. And their fixtures are about to get easier, where you could say Villa's fixtures maybe about to get a bit more tougher. And Palmer's much more attacking in open play. Now, Luiz set pieces, and he's a quality player as well. And maybe edge of the box, you're expecting a top bins or something like that, or a penalty. Where Palmer assists, he's much more closer to the box, much more involved. He's becoming like integral to this Chelsea attacking patterns of play. So for me, this move not only looks like it's a win-win in every department, it also gives me a little bit more money. I think it gives me 0.4 back in the bank. When you see my bank, it's not looking good. Bank manager keeps on staring at me. He knows there's only 0.5 in there. So I like this move. It's my most probable move. Okay, let me have a look at another potential move. This one here, what was I thinking? So Lamptey, sick note. This is to give myself some cover over this Christmas period because the games are going to come thick and fast. There's midweek games and I've only got a starting 11, so I really need to look at another player that can hopefully come in when I need them and give me that 4.6 points. You never know if you're lucky. The reality is it's 2 points. But he's done really well last 3 games. I'm not trying to chase points. I don't think I'll be getting them again, but he's quite attacking. Everton have done really well, albeit they've got this 10-point deduction. It'd be interesting to see how they react, whether they, sulk and just give up, or they think, all right, is that what they're going to do? And it rallies them to, to work harder. So he's a potential transfer. Or I just go cheap again and go for his centre-back Braithwaite, who's 4 million, which allows me to keep my money situation exactly the same. So that's what's currently going through my head. The other option is to do nothing, which is always a viable option in FPL. So they're the things I'm thinking about. I'm still not sure, hence why I've not pressed the buttons. I should be concerned about any movements in prices, but for the players I'm considering, I don't think there's going to be any movement. So I can wait up until the last minute to get any extra information or something that just helps make my transfers a bit more easier. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking at the moment. Let me know if you think there's someone I've missed in the transfers and someone I should be considering. Do you think I should move this week for Palmer? Don't wait, even though Palmer's got Newcastle. Or do I just take Luiz against Spurs, and you never know, he might get a penalty, and then have 2 transfers for next week? So please, let me know. Help me out in the comments. It's always good to chat FPL with other FPL managers. So that's my team. What do you think? Do you reckon I'll get a green arrow? I'm not expecting one, if I'm honest with you. My team is not in a good place this game week. The matchups are horrible. My bench is horrible, but you never know. FPL does strange things at times. When you think you've got an incredible team, you score 12 points. You think you've got a junk team, you never know. You might score 100 points. Let's see how this game week goes. Let me know how your team is. Put it in the comments. Let me know if there's any transfers you think I could do that could improve my team, because I'm still not sure, as you can tell by my transfer suggestions. So I'd really appreciate that. Anything you put in the comments, 100% I'll reply back to you. And just before I jump off, do me a favor, like, subscribe and all that good stuff. And on that note, I wish you good luck. I wish you a green arrow, and I'll see you on my next video.